Why does music have 12 notes? That's a trick question, so I'm not going to answer it. Our musical system landed on 12, that's just how it developed historically. Many cultures, for example non-Western ancient cultures, have used more or less than 12 notes. This music can sound many different ways, but what's always true is it's a different sound world than what most modern Western audiences are used to hearing. Many composers in the modern era started to get attracted to the idea of using more than 12 notes. Imagine you're an artist, and you're only allowed to use 12 predefined colors. You might eventually get bored with those and start wanting to explore new colors. This is a lap steel guitar. Here the distance of a half step can be seen visually on the fretboard lines. A half step is the smallest possible distance between two notes in the standard 12-note scale. For example, here's a C. And if you line this metal thing called a tone bar up to the next line, you get a C sharp, which is a half step higher. But what if I want a note that's in between the C and the C sharp, like right in the middle? No one's stopping me from lining up the tone bar right in between the two lines. Half of a half step is called a quarter tone. Using quarter tones, you can get 24 notes in an octave from C up to C. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to do the whole thing, but I hope you believe me. The 24-note quarter tone scale is an example of microtonality. It's called microtonal because quarter tones are smaller than half steps that are used in the standard 12-note scale. There are many types of microtonal scales and many approaches to microtonality. Anytime you use something smaller than a half step, you could call it microtonal. In my music, I use six-tone microtonality. What are six tones? Well, if you remember what quarter tones are, half of a half step, that should be enough for you to be able to figure out what six tones are. 1/3 of a half step. Why do I like six tones better than quarter tones? Lots of reasons, but here's one way of looking at it. Like most musicians, I've been friends with the 12 notes for a long time. It's very hard for my brain to comprehend someone completely new right in between C and C sharp. I guess I'm too dense or lazy. But with my six tones, you can think of every note in relation to the 12 familiar ones. I have my old friend C natural. Then I have a bright C natural who's similar to C natural, but sort of a brighter shade. Next I have a dark kind of C sharp. It's close to C sharp, but a darker version. Then the familiar C sharp. If we keep going, you'll count 36 notes to octave. At first, sometimes people are distracted by the out-of-tune sound of the music, but once the ear gets used to it, it becomes just a different sound world. Microtonal music is capable of a wide range of feeling, just like non-microtonal music, and it can do other things also. A turn of phrase, melodic inflections, harmonic colorations, things that are not possible with just the standard 12 notes. It's a path with many winding byways, dark turns, and open vistas. For more on what microtonality and six tones have to offer, check out Hearing Outside, Sound Experiments in Six Tones. To learn about how to play six tones on instruments, check out Practical Approaches to Six-Tone Microtonality on Guitar and Keyboards. Thank you for watching.